says he had to, they don't understand the presidency. If he were investigated and he was about to be impeached and maybe removed,
that's so obviously false that I mean,
it's not so obviously false.
Sorry to say that this is a sensitive matter where there are a lot of folks who have been talking about this for some time.
Oh yes, I've heard them too. My doctor tells me he thinks he might have something, but he also says, but he's not my patient.
And look, the deeper problem, the deeper question is who is actually in charge at any given time?
Kamala Harris, who is now going to be running for president, deceived the American people.
I'm sorry. No, this is.
We all saw the debate where Joe Biden was clearly incompetent.
What's going on, guys? So like anyone who's caught in a lie, we have some more folks at CNN having a complete meltdown because one of their guys, one of their own, is calling Joe Biden out, saying that he was forced out of the race. Now, for anybody with eyes and a brain, this is very obvious. So the people on CNN are literally just lying about this, but because they're putting on a show, they're trying to convince their viewership that no, that's not what happened. We're the good guys. Joe Biden is a hero and he did the right thing because he loves his country, even though Joe Biden literally said like less than a week ago, along with all of these same people, that Joe Biden was fit for the race. Joe Biden, some people were still saying he was fine even after the debate, and that his cognitive abilities that were displayed in that debate were just a one-time thing. And people saying all kinds of stupid, ridiculous lies, trying to get people to believe it because they're trying to force Joe Biden to get elected. They're basically trying to, it's really a big, giant conspiracy to try to get him elected. Some would argue election interference, especially if you're literally lying about things in order to get your way. But this panel erupted trying to basically bully this guy into submission. Tell you what, they can never have me on these networks because I will not back down. I don't care if y'all got 100 people speaking against me, 1,000 people speaking against me. But those are just my thoughts. Let me go ahead and react to this video.
But he says he had to, they don't understand the presidency. If he were investigated and he was about to be impeached and maybe removed,
that's so obviously false that I mean,
it's not so obviously
yes,
false.
It is.
I'm telling you, he did not have to.
Give it up. He has not given it up. He's still there for another 6 months when he's manifestly incapable of doing an exceedingly difficult job.
Excuse me. Tell me how you know he's manifestly incapable.
I'm sorry to say that this is a sensitive matter where there are a lot of folks who have been talking about this for some time.
Oh yes, I've heard them too. My doctor tells me he thinks he might have something, but he also says, but he's not my patient.
And look, the deeper problem, the deeper question is who is actually in charge at any given time? You know, this notion that he's only sharp for 6 hours of the day. This is an incredibly volatile moment in part because of his failures.
Are we having
everything you're saying, I'm sorry, is speculation. Let me tell you what is not speculation.
What is speculation? We just saw him at the debate. Look, what the hell is Ana Navarro doing here? This lady is not a serious political commentator. Not the cackling hen invasion. Dang, I don't even want to do this video no more. Please, I can't handle the cackling hens. Sometimes I gotta take a break from the cackling hens, and the cackling hens, she was like, oh! She came in out of the freaking cut. Ana Navarro stepping in with the nonsense. Let's keep going.
No, it is speculation because actually, unlike you, I've actually seen the guy at 9 o'clock at night. I have seen him after he has had 5 different events.
These people have no defense for Joe Biden. Basically, what they're saying is, hey, I'm this person's friend, so you can trust what I said. Like, we've hung out. If somebody's your friend, like, you're gonna put them, that's like what they did with Whack Job Carol, put her friend on a stand to say, oh yeah, Donald Trump did it. It's like you believe somebody's friend. If your kid is bad in school, are you gonna ask the teacher what he did, or are you gonna ask his best friend? These people are the R word, rhymes with farted, okay?
In 24
Might that
hours.
cloud your judgment?
No.
Gotcha, bitch.
What?
Do you think that makes you more objective?
Well, that I have actually seen him, whereas you're
Facts.
and
Speculation gossip. We all saw the debate. We all saw the debate where Joe Biden was clearly incompetent.
What did he say?
Unable to address questions that he should have been able to address.
Destroy.
We know that Robert Hur and Merrick Garland kept those audio tapes from the public.
And Democratic lawmakers
They still didn't release the audio tapes. The Joe Biden interview, they still didn't release the audio tapes. Congress is willingly trying to help them withhold the audio tapes. So they have a written transcript. They won't let you hear the audio. What the hell type of subpoena just sends you to, well, imagine somebody just writes a script. Here you go. Like, wait a minute, didn't y'all record this too? I mean, maybe, sort of. Guarantee, I would not be surprised if they didn't delete the audio and say, whoops, we don't know what happened because these people are corrupt as hell. I don't know. Are these people regular CNN anchors? Where the hell did these people even come from? These people are based.
Also the debate, which is why
Kamala Harris was now going to be running for president, deceived the American people.
I'm sorry. No, this is
a story.
One at a time.
I appreciate
Ashley, go ahead.
that the enthusiasm that Kamala Harris has now sparked in the Democratic Party has made some people nervous. But the story that Joe Biden is lying to the public is not. When was the last time you were with Joe Biden? When was the last time you were Joe Biden? So if you weren't...
There are a lot of Democrats in Congress who were with him in October 2021 who were frightened and afraid in October 2021 because he could not clearly communicate a case for passing...
They're trying to say... This is the stupidest argument that I've ever heard in my life. They're trying to say because you don't personally know Joe Biden, you're not around him enough, that you can't believe all the TV appearances, all the different speeches. You can't believe the debates. Your opinion doesn't matter compared to people that have spent time with him and are his friends, literally trying to lie and gaslight and defend him constantly. The same people who said he was fine to run, who are now saying that maybe it was time for him to go. These people are just blatant liars. Stop trying to defend this nonsense. This is one of the things that is going to destroy these networks. If they lose the election, which they absolutely should, if these guys lose the election, they have nobody to blame but themselves for all these lies. People do not trust liars. Tell the truth. You can still win with the truth because people will trust you if you tell the truth. Y'all could have put Kamala in there and nobody would have even said anything. Nobody would have complained. Y'all could have had her running a primary or anybody. But they tried to go with the incumbency, Sleepy Joe. This might have been a plot from the beginning to try to get Sleepy Joe to win the primary so they could flip to Kamala all along. That might have been their strategy. And then they try to lie their way they're literally trying to lie and gaslight their way all the way to the freaking White House. And this guy ain't have it. I respect the hell out of this dude for not letting them freaking bulldoze him in this conversation. Stop freaking lying to us.
Major legislation, something that he specialized in during the Obama administration.
Donald Trump's chief of staff was afraid of Donald Trump.
They still, the whole Republican Party is still afraid of Donald Trump.
And that was a real vulnerability.
The only time that we have talked about the 25th Amendment regarding a precedent in the recent history has been cabinet members of Donald Trump.
I appreciate the pivot. I think that makes a lot of sense.
No, it's not a pivot. It's true.
I just like to say thank you.
I'm going to give Tim the last word on this one.
Look, we are going to be able to deliberate and judge and debate when the president stopped being the same as the teleprompter Biden. But it doesn't matter today.
It does matter very much for the security of the United States.
Let me explain why it doesn't matter.
This dude is still the president, guys. His acuity's gone. He's still the president. We're in trouble, guys. A few months is not a short period of time in this type of situation. It's like saying, hey, if you gave literally like a child, somebody who's not mentally there yet, the ability to run the country, would you not be afraid? Joe Biden, his brain's turned to soup. Come on.
It doesn't matter today because he moved aside in time for the Democrats to choose a candidate and to unite around a candidate. Whether you like that process or not is a different issue. Had he remained and then proved himself incompetent while the formal nominee, then one could say this man had dragged the country down. Bro,
it's literally 1 month away that the DNC convention is 1 month away. What are you talking about? This is way too long. What happened earlier in 2024, 2023, 2022, 2021? He could have been said, hey, as a matter of fact, he did originally say he wasn't going to run for re-election, but then he changed his mind when it came time for him to run because he got greedy, and people been telling him he should have stepped aside. He refused to do it until he was forced to step aside because he didn't have no damn money.
Waited too long, clearly, but how long is too long is something we won't know until we know about November. But in the meantime, there is no evidence, there's speculation that he is not running the ship.
That's cap, and you know.
Guys, the copium here was just astounding. Wow, that was crazy. I'm so tired of these radical leftist lies, bro. I'm so tired of it. Like, if these people are still trying to cover up for this, there's just no telling what the hell they try to cover up for. These people need to lose. Be sure y'all get out and vote. And everybody keeps talking about November. It's not just about November, it's about winning. So be sure that whenever early voting is available, like in your area, be sure to get out there. Okay, like don't give these radical leftists a chance. Don't be afraid to tell people you're voting for Trump. Don't be afraid to get your family out there to vote Trump. Okay, do like Vivek said, vote Trump. Okay, you want to save this country from the radical leftists, from cackling Kamala, lying Kamala, and the radical Democratic fake news, these radical politicians, Chuck Schumer, Nancy Pelosi, AOC, all of the folks in the squad, all of these crazy Looney Tunes leftists, vote Trump. Those are just my thoughts. Let me know what you guys think. Drop a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. I appreciate y'all watching the Black Anomaly Rising channel. I'm out.
Kamala was in on it. She covered up Joe's obvious mental decline.
Our president is in good shape, in good health, tireless, vibrant, and I have no doubt about the strength of the work that we have done.
But Kamala knew Joe couldn't do the job, so she did it. Look what she got done. A border invasion, runaway inflation, the American dream dead. They created this mess. Kamala owns this failed record. Make America Great Again Inc. is responsible for the content of this advertising.